So let's get right to it and find out what exactly is going on and why does it still persist and how long will it be for. Let's go to Ajuri. He's got this. Ajuri.
So many issues to get through, Chamberlain. Standing by with us is Mr. Umar Ajia, the Managing Director of the Petroleum Products Marketing Company of the NNPC. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning.
You know, first of all, I'm just going to start with the natural first question. Why is there still a fuel scarcity?
This is a consequence of the inherent weaknesses in our supply and distribution chain. One has to do with our transportation model. Clearly, in Nigeria, fuel is transported 2 trucks to each and every state in Nigeria. And you know, and I know, the state of the condition of the roads. Luckily, the government has planned a lot for federal road infrastructure in the 2018 budget. For the last 1 week, there is no blessed day that trucks do not fall up the road between Jeba and Mokwa. And this is the linkway where this product is brought from the depots, especially from the south and to the northern part, especially here in Abuja. We've had to mobilize sappers to do palliative repairs and pull up the trucks to ensure that trucks move. On top of that, the channels with which we transport this product from the ships offshore Lagos to places like Warri Ogara was blocked by another vessel. We equally had to mobilize together with the owner of the vessel, tugboats, to try to remove that ship. That channel has not been dredged for a long time. So these are consequences of the inherited state of infrastructure we are living with. That is one. 2, there is an issue with capacity to regulate effectively the price cap. DPR is trying its best. But what is happening is that in the major cities of this country, where you have the major marketers and also the mega stations of NNPC, people can get this product at 145 naira per liter. But when you go to outskirts of the cities, it is sold beyond that price. And as such, motorists troop into the cities early mornings to queue up, likewise in the evenings, refuel their cars and go back. It has even reached a stage that the taxi drivers or kabu-kabu drivers have now found a very lucrative job of buying the fuel in the cities, getting back to the outskirts to siphon it and sell it at that high price.
Mr. Ajay, let me just come in here because, you know, we've heard about a lot of these issues for a long time. And the reality is during the 2015 campaigns, promises were made along these lines, that this sector was going to be sanitized, that it was going to be clean, that it was going to be run efficiently and transparently. Nigerians are not seeing that. They're seeing what they've always seen, for the most part, in terms of fuel scarcity, in terms of the queues, in terms of the inconvenience, and in terms of the price manipulation. Now, you've talked about inherited infrastructure. My question is, during the last 2 years, when maybe in the first year of this administration, when you saw that there wasn't fuel queues around all the cities, we had fuel. What is it that's happening now that changed from what was happening maybe a year ago or 6 months ago? Because you say inherited infrastructure, I'm trying to understand what changed, you know.
I think also one fact you have to recollect is that the administration also inherited an empty treasury. So you couldn't overnight repair all these roads. But in terms of supply, if you recall that last year there was no problem during the Christmas period. It was not that we didn't plan for 2017, we did, but what was surprising to us was the massive increase in the consumption or hoarding or smuggling of the product. If in a country where ordinarily we should consume less than 30 million liters per day, we have been trucking out in excess of 40 million, sometimes to 60 million liters a day. Now, the question is, why is that product going? So, we have had reported cases of the borders being open and tankers crossing to neighboring countries. Why? Because there's a significant price arbitrage between us and the neighboring countries.
Yesterday, the chairman of the Senate Committee of Petroleum Resources Downstream, Senator Kabiru Marafa, presented his investigative report on this matter to the Senate. A lot of things came out in that presentation. Amongst them, he says that NNPC is saying that they have brought in, that they're bringing in 30 cargoes of 30,000 metric tons of fuel per day, and that this supply is enough for 35 days. They're bringing in 35 days supply, and that if Nigerians are only consuming 30 million liters per day, that there is a massive surplus, and that this surplus has been unaccounted for to the tune of about 5 billion liters, according to the senator. What do you have to say about that? Because this is an NNPC importation operation, and you guys know where the fuel is coming from and where it's going to, but we're not getting all of it. Where's the excess?
Clearly, that's correct. There is no blessed day that we don't bring one cargo of PMS into this country. And one cargo on average is 50 million liters. So clearly, if we are consuming less than 35 million liters a day, then it's a natural question that where is the excess going? We have the belief and reports, indications that most of this product is either hoarded or smuggled outside the country.
By who, though?
Of course, by the marketers. And the fact is that the security agencies are on this case, and we hope that sooner or later some people will be apprehended and shown the appropriate sanctions.
You see, the challenge here is that if you're responsible for bringing the fuel, responsible for ensuring that it gets to where it's supposed to go, who is accountable? Because right now you're saying you're bringing in the fuel and that it's missing, and you're saying you're asserting that it's missing, but yet you're also responsible for ensuring that these products get to the end user. Now, why is this not happening? What is DPR doing in all of this? There seems to be no accountability on this issue.
Yes, clearly. I think you're right. We bring this product and we put it at the various depots, our depots and private marketers' depots, and from which it is trucked in country. Clearly, yes, DPR is in every of these depots and is in every state of this federation. So the question is whether they are trying their best, whether they have the capacity to really please the distribution chain. It's a question for DPR actually to answer. But as far as NNPC is concerned, this product is imported. It is brought into Nigeria. We have sold it to marketers. Now the question is, where did it go?